met you, Barbara.
How's it hanging, Phil?
What's the prime time, bitch?
Come and get it! So either put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye.
Let's get this party started.
I agree, Dana. Let's get this party started. So, welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
And let's talk horror. So, first off, we are going to come in and we are going to read the chat a little bit here. Richard Brake as Geppetto. I want to see that looks as child's character slasher films. They're not highbrow movies, nor will they ever be. I don't like that they are getting hate for just being different, minus stuff like Serbian film and Cuties. I will watch 20. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you there.
Mm-hmm.
Good acting, story, and character. That's what makes any good film, regardless of budget. The first Blood and Honey is terrible, but the second one has more effort put in, and I really liked it. I do think the second one's better than the first one. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, Ryan.
I agree. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
Appreciate it, buddy. What is up, Adrian?
Hey, Adrian.
Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
What's going on? What's up, Byron?
Hey, Byron.
How's the Halloween? I hate this time of year. Like, I hate right now.
Yeah, it's like a depressed feeling. Like I just lost my best friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. What's up with you, John?
Hey, John.
Nice to see you, buddy. Paul's here as well.
Hey, Paul.
So we got some news to cover tonight, but before we do that, I do want to let you guys know we have a poll going for what we should film next. Should it be our Didn't See That Coming on Malignant or our Versus episode on The Strangers? So we haven't done a Didn't See That Coming or Versus in a while because obviously the move and things have been a little crazy, but
yeah.
We're letting you guys decide that. And as of right now, Malignant is up 67% to 33%. So please make sure you're going and voting in that poll as well. So let's get right into some news, shall we?
We shall.
All right. So the first thing we want to talk about, the Wayans brothers are back for Scary Movie 6. This is something we've talked about it a little bit. We're going to be doing a live stream on Wednesday, doing a watch along of Scary Movie 2. Very excited about that. I hope you guys can make it. But I want to know in the chat, what are some of your guys' thoughts and opinions about them doing another scary movie? Do you think that it's going to be, they're going to be able to push the same type of boundaries they were before? Do you think they should push those same boundaries? Because I don't think in order to be funny, you have to be offensive.
No, but at the same time, like that's what they are like made of, is making fun of all these different horror tropes and things like that.
Right.
So they have a lot of content that they can use, and I'm excited that the Wayans brothers are back. I felt like they were one of the strong points of the Scary Movie films. So yeah.
I'm excited to see what they do. Obviously, I think the first two are the best. 3 has its funny moments for sure. You know, the TV is leaking, but we still had Brenda in that one. So I mean, like I said, there's positives and negatives about them going back to the Scary Movie franchise. I'm very excited for them to go back to it personally, especially with having the Wayans brothers back. And what's so important about this, and that's what I've been trying to tell everybody, not only do you have Sean and Marlon, but Keenan Ivory's back as a writer too. He was a big part of the success of part 1 and part 2, his writing ability. So having him come back, I think, is absolutely huge for the stories as well.
Yeah.
Let's stick right on that Scary Movie train with this right here. Melissa Barrera wants to star in Scary Movie 6 following Scream 7 firing.
It writes itself. Like
100%.
Like you said before, you know, wasn't I supposed to be a part of one of these movies?
Yeah. Did I get fired from this?
Yeah, like something along those lines. Like obviously it would really be a kick in the balls to the people that fired her. So
right. And I think that a good thing about that too is it's a way, because she does have comedic chops. Yeah, we've seen it in Your Monster. We saw a little bit of that in Abigail. So I think that she could definitely come on and be something productive for the film. It's not just going to be like a shock value type of thing. I think she could really bring something to the film. Or they could just have her in there as a quick out. It just depends on what they're willing to do with her. Hello, Adrian. Hell yeah, to Scary Movie 6. Did you know Robert B. Englund, who played Freddy Krueger, is now going to be in Pinocchio Unstrung? We will be talking about that tonight, Abraham. I promise. And I agree. Like I said, Scary Movie 3, I think, has its positive parts, but nothing overall like it was with the Waynes. Exactly. Hello to everybody. I think the best thing about Robert Englund, who's in Never Knows Who franchise, he's now going to be in the Pinocchio movies too. We're excited about it. That's what I think. I hope that we're going to get R-rated scary movies, obviously. What's up, Louie?
Hey, Louie.
I've seen some scenes from Don't Be a Menace, and I can see why you enjoyed it. I love Don't Be a Menace.
That's because that was Ken when he was a child.
It was. Yeah. I love Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. I watched that movie a lot as a kid anyway. Very funny. Hey, what's up, Waffle?
Hey,
how's it going? Adrian talking to Dice. So yeah, like I said, I'm really stoked to see the directions they could go in, and especially with Melissa Barrera, seeing how she can come through and either be a pivotal character. And like I said, on Wednesday, we will announce. Now, again, the source we heard this from is very reliable, but they have already signed on another person to be in Scary Movie 6. And we'll talk about that Wednesday. I hate to keep dragging you guys along, but we got to bring it out to Wednesday. Hey, Yutaka, Don't Be a Menace takes me back. Okay, Yutaka, how about this one? That'll never get old to me, ever.
We know.
No, it's my favorite.
We know.
But yeah, like I said, join us on Wednesday and we will reveal the casting of Scary Movie 6. And like I said, I am so confident in this source that told us this casting news. Anytime I've ever brought up something, I always say, yes, this is a rumor. There's a chance it's not true. The person that told us this is quite reliable. And, a lady never reveals her secrets, but I have a strong feeling that this person is telling us the truth. That's as far as we'll leave it with that. Now let's go from scary movie news to some Scream news. It is official. Courtney Cox will be returning for Scream 7. I don't know how surprising this is, but
it's not. I'm not surprised.
Right. Her direct quote, "I'm the longest running Scream queen, so I guess I can't stop now." She said in Inc. 5000 conference in Palm Desert, confirming her involvement in Scream 7. So, which she's right. She's been in every single one of the films.
She has.
So, we do have the confirmation that Courtney Cox is coming back. And now I don't know if we've heard the rumors that came out a couple months ago that this sequel is going to ignore the events of 5 and 6 and pick up right after the events of Scream 4. I really hope that's not the case. From what one of the original treatments,
what are we doing over there, guys?
Right? One of the treatments that we had heard, and again, this is all speculation, was that the events of Scream 5 and Scream 6 were fiction. They were part of Gail's story she was writing, and this was going to pick up right after the events of Scream 4 with Sydney, Dewey, Gail all alive. With the consistency that Scream's had as a franchise, I'm really hoping that's not the case with this. I'm hoping that
would suck.
Yeah, that would really bum me out.
So I don't know what they're gonna do, but that ain't it.
Yeah, that's not the direction to go to me.
No.
I get that you lost Jenna. I get that you lost Melissa, but to erase those movies like they never happened, I think is the weakest way for you to go and do that.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they can come up with something a little more original than that. That seems really lazy. Abraham's excited for the new Scary Movie and Pinocchio.
Nice.
What's up, Ashton?
Hey, Ashton.
And let's stick right on that Scream train here for a second, because Patrick Dempsey is waiting on a script. He has not signed on to the project yet. There were a lot of rumors that Scream 7 was going to be all about Sydney and Mark and their kids, but Patrick says he hasn't even seen a script yet. Doesn't say he's going to reprise his role in Scream franchise as Mark, but also doesn't deny it in an interview for today. So he said, I'm waiting on a script. I may come back. I may not come back. I really don't know what I'm going to do yet. So for anybody that's saying, this movie's going to be based around Sydney and Mark and the kids, not Mark. I mean, maybe, like we said before, maybe Mark dies at the beginning since his character's not coming back. And this is Sydney trying to protect her kids and go back after Ghostface. But as for Patrick Dempsey himself, at the moment, he has not even read a script yet. So for them to come out and
still
say,
working on it.
Yeah, say, hey, Patrick Dempsey's a part of this movie is absolutely false. He does not have the script yet. Which again, I think is a bummer because I like Kincaid. I would like to see him come back in some type of capacity.
Yeah.
If they do that, I'll just lose even more interest in Scream 7.
Yeah. If they do
100%.
that, I just hope that this is we're done now. Like
if that's the direction they go, just cancel the project. There's no reason to, and again, I'm not trying to be an ass or anything, but there's really no reason to try to continue this project if they're going to go and do the whole, well, this never actually happened.
Right.
This was part of Gail's book. So Gail's referencing how she's not going to write a book in her book that she's writing about the book. Like, again,
makes no sense.
Whether I've loved or hated certain Scream movies, looking at you 4.
4 is not that bad. Knock it off.
Oh, stop it.
3 is worse.
No,
4.
it's not.
Yeah,
Not even close. But whether I like or I dislike a Scream movie, I've always respected the consistency of the franchise to be able to tell the continuity of one continuous story.
It's gonna have a split. It's gonna start the whole Halloween split.
And that would really, really piss me off. I think that's lazy. And yes, I'm looking at you, Halloween. Yes, I'm looking at you, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think that's lazy. I think it's super lazy to be like, this didn't happen.
The Friday the 13th actually go together.
3. But that's the point. They're all supposed to be their own individual movies. They're not supposed to follow any type of timeline continuity.
There we go.
That's why you have the Jarvis trilogy. That's the only 3 that are continuously supposed to go together.
Okay, so that's all that we're supposed to have with Halloween as well.
No.
Yeah.
You've got
you're supposed to have 1 and 2, and then you're supposed to have just 3 that should have never even been.
And then you're supposed to have 1, 4, 5, 6. Then you're supposed to have 1 H2O Resurrection. Then you're supposed to have 1 18 kills and
they keep going back to this
to erase the fuck ups they did.
No, they keep going back because the first one's so good. Like they keep going back because it's still relevant. Still relevant.
The first one's so good.
That's how we're here.
You're right. But like I said, with Scream, they've never done that. They've stayed consistent throughout the whole franchise. There's always been that one line of continuity to connect everything. As someone who thought Scream 6 was terrible and was lukewarm on 5 at best, I'm not upset about that. I love Sam and Tara, but Chad and Mindy I didn't like, so I'm all for that.
I love the core 4.
See, I loved Mindy. I thought Mindy was great.
The core 4 was awesome.
Part 7 needs to be the end. This is getting so confusing, and 4 is hot garbage. Air 5.
Man, Louis.
4 is shot terribly, and that's the main issue, and the ending. The opening too. I hate the fucking opening of that film. I think if I could watch this movie without seeing that double fake out opening, maybe I'd be a little more
I don't know.
apt. I was so pissed.
Did you guys remember 3 where like they kept changing the script and it was super like light and the ending made no fucking sense?
They couldn't do it. They were going through rewrites because of Columbine. It's not their fault. 4, they had time to write it and they still come out with that piece of garbage. How are you guys, by the way? I'm seeing Venom tomorrow. Hey, I hope you enjoy it.
That's awesome.
Have
fun.
I would like to see it. I've heard bad things, but I haven't seen the other 2. This one actually looked decent to me by the trailer, but who knows?
I have not got on the Venom train.
Ken, stop taking a sledgehammer to a leaky boat. The boat is Halloween. I'm glad you enjoyed The Strangers Chapter 1, which reminds me, where are we at in the poll? Didn't see that coming. Malignant episode is up 71 to 29. I don't even know how we're going to do a didn't see that coming anymore.
Oh Lord, they're a lot.
Yeah,
but
they are
we'll
a
do
lot
that for
of
you.
work. Yeah, and I'm excited to get back to doing them because they are a lot of fun. Now, this I love because this is one of the most anticipated movies for the rest of the year to me. We have our first look at Nicholas Hoult and Nosferatu, and I am so damn excited for this movie. I don't think we're going to go see it on Christmas Day because of all the plans, kids and all that stuff. I would like to. I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to con her into going with me. but I'm so excited for this movie.
Mhm.
And like I just love the detail in like even the background, like the colors and everything. This is just, like that orange hue. And him, he just looks so aggressive and so ah gosh, this is gonna be so good, you guys. Like I am
He looks
so
muscular.
I can take him.
Mm.
But
I don't know about the.
but no, again, Nosferatu, I think is going to be. It's my most anticipated for the rest of the year.
I'm excited for it.
This is what I've heard too. As a Venom person, I enjoyed 1 and 2 to see my boys fighting, especially Carnage. But I heard 3 is midness. I've heard 3 is very not good, and it's the only one by the trailer. And like I said, I grew up with Spider-Man versus Venom versus Carnage. You know, like I grew up with that shit. I even had the red Super Nintendo cartridge of it. Me and my brother Donovan used to play that shit all the time. But none of those movies looked interesting to me. I don't know, like this whole like what they're doing with like the Spider-Verse without Spider-Man shit. It's just weird to me. I don't know. I'm glad that they're attempting something. It's just not landing for me personally.
I would like to see a new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, me too.
I like the Spider-Man.
I'm seeing Wicked next. I want to see that too. I think our
Yeah.
daughters are going to want to see that
Yeah,
one.
I'm gonna take our girls to go see it.
Yep. And
I'm excited for
I'll
that
probably
one.
stay home on that one. But
You will.
this is one that okay. I'm cautiously optimistic about this. Okay, and call me crazy, but the director of Host and Stephen King's The Boogeyman, Rob Savage, who we're big fans of,
Mhm.
besides that one film we don't talk about, is next directing a horror movie titled Mole People, which seems to be inspired by the 1956 classic The Mole People. Now we talk about remakes and how remakes are, either really bad or really good, or this to me is the type of movie that you should be remaking.
The movies from like the classics.
Yes, that the younger generation have probably never heard of.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that there's a lot of even horror fans out there that don't know about the Mole People. And what I do like about this, even though obviously Dash Cam was just
Hot garbage.
not very good, what Rob could do, I loved what he did with the Boogeyman. I know that's not a popular opinion. I really loved Host a lot.
Yeah, Host was good.
So I'm very cautiously optimistic to see what he can do with the Mole People, because and I don't even know if we got a release. I'm looking up to see if we got a release date on this or even like a filming date yet, but I don't think so. Deadline reports that Anthony Ramos and Ben Mendelsohn will star in Rob Savage's Mole People, which is set in New York City. The film is being pitched as one man's nightmarish descent into the abandoned tunnels beneath the streets of New York City, where a twisted society lurks. Nathan Elston wrote the screenplay, and Raphael Margules and J.D. Lifshitz of Borderlight Pictures are producing alongside Rough House Pictures. Like I said, Mole People fuels the modern audience with shocks and thrills, captivation, heightened feelings of fear. And Rob's direction is stylish. Borderlight's understanding of a modern audience is unmatched, and together the filmmakers are best in the class. So, like I said, I'm very excited about this, and I like the idea of it. Actually taking place under the city, and then maybe what's going to happen when they reach the surface, and what's going to happen when the chaos ensues out on the surface. And keep it like this, please.
Practical.
Keep it practical.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have a bunch of CGI shit running around. That would just be absolutely
moles
ridiculous.
Are scary anyway.
I hate moles.
I hate moles too. They creep me the fuck out.
So here's what you do in New York City: you chew a bunch of juicy fruit gum.
Or you get a cat.
Yeah, I had an old farmer give me this tip, and it works so well. If you're having a bad mole problem, chew some juicy fruit, poke a couple holes in the ground, and put it down there. You'll never see them again. They're done. So here's another big one that we want to talk about, because you talk about beating a leaky boat with a sledgehammer. That's what this is to me.
I'm going to beat you with a sledgehammer.
Jamie Lee Curtis cryptically teases Halloween future after Laurie Strode's final film. Never say never. The Oscar-winning actress and producer of an upcoming Susan Powter documentary tells EW she previously hung up playing Laurie, but she did pick it back up, as we all know, for the Halloween Ends, Kills 18 trilogy. So what do you guys think of the potential of Jamie Lee Curtis coming back for another Halloween film? I'll start with you, babe.
Give me the ending that I wanted.
So you'd want her to come back for like a real epic
Ending of Michael and Lori. Yeah.
Now, do you think that we can get a real epic ending after Halloween ends? Do you think people are going to entrust that we're going to have? Because what are they going to do now? Ignore the events of this trilogy and go right from Halloween to Halloween?
I don't know how they're going to do it, but
geriatrics on Devil's Night? Like,
no. Maybe.
It's just, I don't know. I guess the big thing for me is just like,
it makes money, so.
And that's it. You know, it makes money. I get
everyone loves Michael Myers. He's one of the top villains, and even the younger generation is going to go see it.
Yeah. But I don't know. What I don't like about this is how steadfast she was. There was another interview she did where she said, yes, she was done. I'm trying to find it right now, guys, so I can give you the exact quote. In a new interview with Entertainment Weekly, Jamie Lee Curtis seemed to have assured us that Laurie Strode is no more, saying, I have hung up my bell bottoms and my pale blue button-down shirt, and I've relinquished Laurie to the ages of a warm aloha and a thanks for all the years and memories. That's not the right one, because after that she said, but never say never. Yeah, I don't know. I think that while it may not have been the best ending, it was an ending nonetheless.
I think it's just an ending that not everyone was satisfied with, so they're like hoping that they'll get something different. But
if they're going to bring her back, just kill her off.
I feel like her and Michael both
they need to die
together.
Yes, because that's been the problem with these other movies. 4, she died in a car accident. You didn't see it. Resurrection, Michael killed her. And this one, she killed Michael.
I feel like we've
never gotten that closure
of each other.
Yes.
And if one goes, the other has to go.
Right. Kind of like Chucky and Andy, but please don't ever kill Andy.
Stop it.
I agree. A movie this old deserves a remake. Talk about the Mole People.
Yeah.
Superman versus the Mole People. No, I have not, but I would love to check that out. Superman versus the Mole People. Versus the Mole. That's a 1951 film. So I wonder if they would go not in a direction, obviously, of Superman, but like if that's the type of direction they're going with this, that would be pretty dope. Something I could take away from even a horrible remake because it could draw attention to the original. Thank you, Dice.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Danielle Harris back in Halloween.
I agree. I would like to see that part of the of it
like
too.
the Thorn trilogy.
Yeah,
redone.
like I would like to see that continued with how she ended it with the clown mask on.
Yeah.
I would like to see.
So you'd like to see him pick up after the end of 5 years later with her in a mental institution and ignore that piece of shit that is 6. Act like that garbage never happened. I'm down with that too. You could do that. You could ignore. Look, hear me out. And I'm being serious. You could ignore the events of 6. You could say that Halloween 5 happened. You go to the events years later. Michael's gone. She's still there because she killed whoever. Who did she kill when she was her little clown in Halloween 5? Her mom or dad or somebody.
Yeah.
And then she's the evil now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like she's a part of his bloodline. So
right. So he imprinted on her instead of Corey.
Shut up.
Basically, she'll be in the new TV show talking about Laurie Strode. Dice, I told you, I said, I give it 5 years max. What is up, Joe?
Hey, Joe. He's
heard of it. Laurie coming back here is someone who does not give a rat's ass about Laurie. Laurie is coming back, and here, okay, now I see what you're saying. She doesn't like horror movies, remember? Yeah, that's very true. She said that. Okay, we're ending the franchise now. Okay, no, for real this time. Actually, let's go back and try again. Just reboot Halloween from the beginning. I kind of don't want to see her back. I'm with you. If they're going to do it, I mean, bring in new blood, I guess. Halloween Multiverse, I know it sounds like a cash grab, but come on, it sounds different to me. If we're going to do anything like that, I would love to see them incorporate other villains into it. I think that would be dope. Between Jamie Lee and Bruce Campbell, they always say they are done. Yeah, no shit. What is up, Suns and Shadows?
Hey.
Nice to see you. We want to remind everybody, Get your Sledgehammer horror merch. That link is in the description. If you're not a member, become a member now. It's only 99 cents a month, and you get access to everything we do. Everything's early. You get special members only videos. And if you're a member, there's a members only playlist where only you can see those videos, and you can watch every members only video we've ever done, just because we love you guys that much. Jamie Lee ain't exactly getting Oscar movies. She is minus everything, which was a good one. Didn't have a lot to say. Yes, she did. She was not a big fan of it. The issue with Halloween is Malik Akkad has it. That's another big thing. He's going to milk it for everything. Spam harass it. That's been deleted. It has been taken down. It's been mass reported, and it is, at least the last we've seen, it was down. We tried to find it, and it is down. Yeah, somebody took my picture with me and my son and made like a Facebook out of it. Like, it was pretty weird. But thank you for the donation, buddy. We appreciate it. At least the producer's cut made a little more sense with part 6. I might watch it someday. Ignore 5, pick up after 4, and bring Rachel back. Oh, well, I can see that. Yes, we can see you, Jamie. And we're glad that we can. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday, fun day, Ashley and Ken. Happy Sunday to you. Sunday. The Lions won, so it was definitely a happy Sunday for us. Thank you, Ryan. One of the hardest working mods in the business right here. Hey, thank you. We appreciate you. Like we said, go and check out that members only playlist. You get, and as a member, every review, every didn't see that coming, every versus, every convention we go to, you get early access to all of it. Mm-hmm. So thank you for becoming a member. It means so much. Yes, we can see you, Jamie. Thank God. Don't play with your Halloweeny on the stream. No promises. All right. So, oh, well, we did get a member. So, you know what that means, guys.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Oh, thank you, Sons and Shadows. That was so cool. I appreciate that. I don't know why. It doesn't tell us on here who got them, but we really appreciate you doing that. I'm trying to look and see. MMA Russie, JG Michael, Allie, Apocalypse Wow, and Dice Roland. Thank you so much, Sons and Shadows. That was super cool of you. I appreciate that. The Season of the Witch sequel and Myers. I would love to get a Season of the Witch sequel. Pick up what happened right after that. I think that would be absolutely amazing. I would love to see the situation of what happens right after the events of that. Sorry, Ashley went to get a water, so I didn't want to. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you. While you were gone, Sons and Shadows gifted 5 memberships.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
And thank you, Joe. That means a lot, man. Like I said, go to the members only playlist, guys. And another thing you get on there is me performing some of my music. I've been a songwriter for years. So you get to see me doing songs I've written about her. So that's another cool thing, I guess, if you can handle people that can't sing very well. Always funny when a mod gets a gift. Yeah. Thank you guys. For real. You guys are incredible. That means the world to us. Thank you. Let's get on to our next piece of news, shall we? And this is another one that I'm really, really excited about. Let me get this out of here real quick. Thank you for doing that, buddy.
Thank you.
Jamie, DMs on Instagram are open for you, as with us. Thank you, Jamie. If you ever need something, we're here too.
Yes.
The only membership Thank you, buddy. That's for real. So sweet of you. Kate Siegel and David Dastmalchian are starring in an upcoming zombie apocalypse movie titled Epilogue, with Mike Flanagan producing and Michael Fimigar. I'm never going to be able to say that right. Fiminari, The Fall of the House of Usher, directing. So we get Kate Siegel, David Dastmalchian in the film, Flanagan producing, and Michael Fiminari.
I'm there.
Fiminari. I don't know how to say it. I'm so sorry, sir, because I'm sure you're amazing. If he directed episodes of The Fall of the House of Usher, which was absolutely phenomenal.
Right.
Holy shit. And can we also say, I want to take this down just so we could talk about how serious we are here. How fucking busy is Mike Flanagan?
Right. He's a busy dude.
Like, the dude is just an animal. Like, holy shit.
But the thing is, he produces good stuff. So
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Everything he does is great.
Yeah.
But it's just like all the things this guy's working on. We just watched the Kill Count on VHS Beyond, and one of the things I love about what James and Chelsea and the team over at Dead Meat do now with the writers that are always doing the hard work and shit. They do a lot of behind the scenes and show you how the movies were made and talk about that. And they were talking about how with Mike Flanagan and Kate Siegel's part of VHS Beyond, Flanagan wrote that in like 20 minutes.
Wow. His brain is just like
What the fuck?
really creative.
Like
He just has one of those great creative brains that when he comes up with something, it's just phenomenal.
yeah. And it was just the way that you read this and you're just like, he came up with this in 20 minutes. And it's a complex story. Like Flanagan is just so good at what he does. And to see that he's coming, he's going to be producing this. Kate Siegel's in it. We all know how we feel about David Desmalchian. The guy's he's amazing. He's amazing. Voldemort's been a pain today. That's all I'll say. Well, we're all here for you, Jamie. We're all family here. We will do anything we can to try to make life a little easier for you. So you know that you can reach out to us at any time. I saw the news about Flanagan making something with Siegel and Desmalchian, two attractive people in a horror movie directed by bless my bisexual horror-loving heart.
For real.
Siegel and Desmalchian are both very good-looking people.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I am definitely butchering them, and I feel so terrible. Flanagan is killing it.
He is.
The Flanafam. Yes, we are Flanagan family here. Like, we love that guy. I'm way in this badass Mike Flanagan. Oh yeah, he is such a horror god.
He's definitely making a name for himself.
We love him. We love Dead Meat. They're the greatest. Like I said, the whole team is just phenomenal. I love you guys. I love how close we all are here. This is awesome. Oh, I know. No, do we know? Beep, up, 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 up. No, I know, dude. I totally get it. Can't wait to see how Flanagan fixes The Exorcist. Yes, that's going to be fantastic.
They're like, we need someone to fix this, and so they bring in.
Get Flanagan on the phone, please. And might I also say, Jamie, my absolute favorite horror sequel of all time. And that was before we knew that Mike Flanagan was Mike Flanagan when we saw Dr. Sleep. So we loved him before we loved him today. Yes. I think that every time I see him in a movie, like when we saw him in Prisoners, I was like, God, I would love to see this guy more. Then we saw him in The Boogeyman. And I was like, get this guy more screen time.
He's so well-rounded in his acting. Like, he doesn't necessarily always play the same person, and he's just so convincing.
Right.
It's just so good.
Right. See, now here's where we'll disagree, Joe. I think that he should continue to direct horror. I think he shouldn't be allowed anywhere near the writing room. I think that the only thing David Gordon Green does that was really, really well was his directing. I thought that the best part of that new Exorcist film was the direction. The acting was great, but the story was where it was lacking for me. I thought his direction, his shots, the cinematography, I thought that was all good. The story was just, keep his eye behind the camera, keep him in that director's chair, throw him out of the writing room like they do DJ Jazzy Jeff in a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode. get out of here. Fede Evil Dead was lit. Rise was abysmal to me. See, I love Evil Dead 2013. I agree with you. Dr. Sleep over The Shining. Agreed. I quite liked Exorcist. The ending made me cry when certain someone.
I didn't hate it. I didn't get all the hate. Like
Yes.
It was entertaining. So.
Right.
It wasn't perfect by no means, but I was entertained by it.
That's how I felt. Like, I don't get. That's not even the worst film in its own franchise.
Oh God, no. There's like
2 and 5 are worse. 4 has moments in it that I like.
Yeah, but
God is not here today, priest. Like
4
that's
and 5 are like the same fucking.
5 is bad. 5 is bad.
5 was not needed.
5 was the product isn't even finished.
It wasn't needed.
Yeah. Side note: I've heard Desmalchian say he wants to play a vampire or a werewolf, and I say, why not both?
Right.
Give me all the Desmalchian.
For real.
Give me all.
You can do both.
Yes. DGG needs to work on an original IP, working on legacy IPs, writing the script like Gay and Blade Trinity. See, now Goyer and Blade Trinity. Trinity. Gosh, I'll get there. I agree with you. I would love to see David Gordon Green do an original IP. like I said, but just keep him out of the writing room.
Right.
I want him to direct anything. I love his direction. Admitting to, oh, come on. No. That's terrible. I hate people like that. I read Doctor Sleep in a week because I couldn't put it down. I have it upstairs right now. I love the Doctor Sleep novel.
Favorite Scream sequel? Probably 2.
If you're here, Jay Devitt's 2.
Yeah.
If I can't count 2 because that's a little bit too
Sequel-y?
no, just a little like 2. If I can't include 2, it actually would be 3.
I actually would choose 4 over 3.
Some people just make bad life decisions.
I know. So I'm married to. Just kidding.
2 for me and her. Yeah. J-Dev, if you're here, we got you, buddy. Is good at directing. It's writing he needs to stop with, or at least let McBride write the horror ones. The Halloween trilogy, the only one that I thought had the worst writing was the dialogue throughout Kills, but the movie was still fine.
I didn't hate Kills.
I don't think we did either. I didn't hate Kills. I just thought the dialogue was wonky.
There was some wonky dialogue.
I just rewatched H1, 2018 Kills and Ends, and I love them even more than I did before.
Awesome.
I still think 18's in the top 5 for me, for sure.
18.
Yeah.
Like when I just remember when that movie was over, I was so like satisfied. I was like, it definitely checked all my boxes.
Yeah.
And that made me even more excited for Kills.
Yep.
And then we had to wait for Kills, and I feel like
it could have never lived up to the
it
potential.
could have never lived up to what we had to wait for, because we had to wait an entire
year longer because of the COVID restrictions.
And so we had it all up here, and I don't know.
It was built up to be something huge to us, obviously, because we were waiting for it.
Right. And then
it comes out and you're like, oh, what the hell is this?
Yeah, but I wasn't. Like I was, but I wasn't.
Right. I got peanut butter on my penis. Halloween 2018. Scream 3, you really like the stuff people dislike. Don't you like Jason Goes to Hell?
Sure does. He sure does.
How rude. How rude. How rude. How rude. How rude.
It is rude to like that movie.
Beginning of Kills is amazing. Yes, I love the opening of Kills.
Yeah.
H18 is badass. The flashback scenes in Kills were so damn good. That was cool. That was really good. The fireman scene in Kills is amazing. I got pissed during that scene in the movie theater. Do you remember that? This person behind us took their phone out and started recording it with their flash on, their light. I was like, are you fucking serious? Turn your phone off. And I was kind of pissed because we saw it in all the trailers. But I was mad. Like, turn your fucking light off. Are you kidding me? That's a fair one.
Some people just ruin it for everybody else.
Right. Do you think Carrie Fisher's cameo was improv? I totally think it was. But she was great in that movie. She was awesome. I meant you seem to like. Yeah, I knew what you meant, buddy. I do like that. Do you follow the book as well? I live my life by it. I love Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. You talk about an underrated movie. That one, I put it right up there with Clerks and Mallrats. Like, I think it's hilarious. Like, tickets for the bus. Didn't we used to ride this shit to school every day for free? It's so funny. All right, but let's get back to some horror news now. We just talked about David Dastmalchian and Kate Siegel being in the new Flanagan film. Now, this is going to get Ashley excited because she loves Skinamarink. Director of Skinamarink teams with A24 for second feature film. A24 has announced they are working with the director of 2022's Skinamarink, Kyle Edward Ball, for his second feator film. It's called The Land of Nod, and plot details are not available at the moment. So
he probably has to get really fucking stoned, and then he just is gonna write some crazy ass shit, and everyone's just gonna be like, "That was fucking cool, man."
I don't get what she hated Skinamarink, guys. Like, hated it. Hold on. I gotta find this.
You're telling me that this dude wasn't like on acid or something when he made that?
I think that I don't hate Skinamarink. Do I think Skinamarink is like one of the best movies I've ever seen? No, I don't. I don't think it's like the perfect movie or like the scariest movie, but it was fine. I mean, I appreciate what he was trying to do. it did not land with a lot of people, which is fine. I don't think every horror movie is supposed to land with everybody. But even though I did quite enjoy Skinamarink, every time I see this, I will laugh.
For real. Like,
but I mean, A24 has picked him up to do this movie. So you're not excited for it whatsoever?
No.
You don't think that there's anything this director could possibly do that would entice you into going to watch this movie?
I'll watch it, but I have no expectations for it whatsoever. So maybe I'll fucking love it. Who knows?
You probably will.
I'll go in with, I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna go in with that frame of mind. I'm gonna hate this movie. It's gonna be boring. It's gonna be a bunch of off the wall crazy shit, and then it'll be really good.
And you'll end up loving it.
And yeah,
that'll be the movie of the year next year for you.
It's possible. You never know.
Let's go from one thing Ashley loves to another thing Ashley loves. A new Godzilla film production greenlit, written and directed by Takashi Yamazaki.
They write too many Halloween movies. They write way too many Godzilla movies.
But at least they're all entertaining.
And so are the Halloween movies in one shape or form.
So do you guys think, because this is a fair question, we've gotten a lot in the Godzilla world. Are they starting to beat that? Beat a dead horse with Godzilla? Do you guys think that we're getting too much Godzilla now? I would like to know what you guys think on that too. Getting the phone out during a movie is rude. Oh, it drives me nuts. Yeah. I hate it. I haven't seen Clerks 3. Is it good? I haven't seen it yet. I cried. I don't remember what we were talking about. Definitely cried about something. Kill's flashback was so cool. It made it so much better. Yes, that was cool. Hearing Donald Pleasance again.
Yeah.
Scary Movie 6 going to parody Scream again? I don't think so. And I mean, come and join us Wednesday for our Scary Movie 2 watch along so we can talk about the other person that has been. And again, this is a rumored casting, but the person we heard it from is a pretty reliable source. So do I think they'll do a Scream parody in this movie? Yeah. Do I think that it'll hinge on Scream?
I don't think it's gonna be the entire movie.
No.
But yeah, I'm sure that they will have it sprinkled in there. Especially if Melissa Barrera is gonna be in there. Like, that writes itself. And
the person that we were told is coming back.
Yeah.
I had the worst experience at Godzilla -1 at the theater. One of the best movies I've seen, but 12. Oh, acting fools the whole time was rough. We've been there.
What?
Teens acting like douchebags the whole time.
Yeah, that's why I don't really care to go watch PG-13 movies, like especially on like opening night, because they just ruin it.
I go up and I sit next to him. I do. I've done it. Go up and sit next to him. Hey, what you're talking about obviously is so important that everybody here's got to hear. I finally have a day out with my wife where I don't have kids, and you got to ruin that. So what's so important that you guys got to talk about? They usually shut up pretty quick after that. I'm not like the most I'm not like the meanest guy in the world or the most intimidating guy in the world, and I've never claimed to be, and I never would be. But I do get very upset if you try to ruin a date that I'm on my wife trying to spend time with her. I'll get pretty upset about that. Skinamarink is so damn boring.
It really is.
I want to try this.
Y'all are almost to the 10K club. I know, we're so excited. Thank you. Right now we are 145 away from 9K. So it's, we're so excited, very excited to be there. Everyone hated it. I didn't hate it. I wanted to like Skinamarink, but I hated it with the passion of 1,000 suns. Jamie, you and her were like, thank you, sweetie. Again, I think it's okay. I don't hate Skinamarink, but this is how I feel, sons. It was fine. It was nothing special, but it wasn't like even close to the worst movie I've ever seen. That filter sucked, gave me a headache.
Yeah.
I hated Skinamarink too. Skinamarink, I'm neutral on. It got me a couple times. It's more of an ambiance thing, just not my kind of horror.
Nope.
If I have to watch another 360p film with just ceilings and carpets for 100 minutes, I'm going to ask for a refund.
For real.
Oh, yes, the next Godzilla movie, not the USA version. Takashi is doing the VFX again as well. I do like that. No more Godzilla. I honestly thought Godzilla -1 was the best Godzilla movie. Me too. That movie was phenomenal. Very upsetting. Funny moments, sad moments. I loved that movie. Beating Godzilla to death. Cried about Clerks 3. I'm gonna have to check it out then. The only Godzilla movie I've seen was '98 when I was a kid. Godzilla's a villain and gonna make him a hero for fighting an alien monster. I would like to see that actually. Clerks 3 is really good. I had words with them. No, like just like God, it makes me so mad. Like, I don't want my wife's night to be ruined. Like, we're out here trying to have fun, like have a date. Like, I don't.
My wife's night when you're the one
Getting all pissed.
irritated.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Don't fuck with Ashley. Yeah, do not do that. I tell that even to my kids. You know, when you start talking back to her, that's not your mom. That's my wife. Nobody talks to my wife like that. I don't care if you came from her. You do not talk to her like that ever. I would love to see one of the monsters of Godzilla lore make a comeback on the big screen. Yeah, like Mothra. That would be sick. Or Hedorah. Yeah, I'm in. Scary Movie 6 should be about legacy movies. Yes, I would love that. Love it. Do you know they could do Art the Clown? They could do they could do that in 7, but they could also do in this one like Talk to Me. You could make a perfect Talk to Me parody.
Yeah, but like Hereditary.
Don't you want to try one?
Not right now. There's a lot they could do, and I'm excited to see what directions they go.
Yeah.
That's the main reason I go see movies during the day, to avoid all the teenagers.
For real.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
That guy from the Killer Pinata movie has a YouTube channel. I heard that every now and then. What's up, Jerry?
Hey, Jerry.
Nice to see you, buddy. Verse Call, yeah, we weren't huge fans of that one either. You and Ashley, me and my wife Amy. I'm going to listen to the rest of the show. Great stream, guys. We'll talk soon.
Have a good night.
Have a good rest of your night. We appreciate you. Maybe someday, me, you, Ashley, and Amy can all go, or yeah, Amy, your wife, can all go out on a double date somewhere. That would be dope, and we would be down. We love doing that. So let's go from Godzilla to something that I'm actually kind of excited about. The producers behind box office horror hit Smile and Smile 2 line up Screen Life horror movie Monitor next. Based on a short film of the same name, it's described as the ring for the social media generation. Now, here's where I'm excited about it. I loved Smile. I was not a huge fan of Smile 2, but I like what they tried to do with that movie.
I like Smile too.
She did.
I liked it.
So did Justin. You know, we got to go see it with Justin and some other friends when we were in Kentucky, and that was the best part of the experience for me, was hanging out with friends and my wife, being able to watch a movie. And
I just felt like they portrayed the loneliness and the sadness as they did the first one.
Right.
So,
like I said, to me, it's still so fresh. I don't want to get into why I didn't like it, but I liked 1 a lot more.
Yeah.
A lot more. Every single person in Smile 2, I wanted to die. I hated every single person in this movie. Every person I met, I was like, fuck them. Don't like them. But where I am not so excited, it's described as the ring for the social media generation. We just had that with Rings, and it was bad. It was bad. No bueno whatsoever. So, I mean, I'm not particularly excited about that aspect of it, but it always comes back to, I always lump that in with, this is the scariest movie since bloop.
Yeah, and you watch it looking at you like Mungo. And you're like, this ain't even scary. This shit's dumb.
Yeah. I'm looking at you like Mungo. That's funny to me. Yeah, but needless to say, I'm cautiously optimistic, because I was just talking to Nathan earlier today. I still think that The Ring is the scariest PG-13 movie of all time.
Oh, yeah. It scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
And for them to be able, if they can recapture that type of thing for a new generation, I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah. Well, clearly they can't use tapes anymore because
right. Right.
These kids don't know what a VHS is.
Yeah. And we've been there. We're doing good, Bronson. How are you doing this evening, my friend?
We're doing great.
Nice to see you. Thank you for popping out. I didn't. She did.
I liked it.
I was in the minority though, because like Justin liked it, she liked it, and I was just like,
Yeah.
What's up, D?
Hey, D.
Nice to see you or read you, my love. Smile 2 is better marginally. So do you think Smile 2 is better than Smile 1?
No, I don't think it's better, but I didn't hate it like you did.
I agree. I want Scream 7 to be good.
Yeah, I'm not
Sold.
I'm not. I feel like they should have probably just ended it. Just gave up.
How the fuck did I know? Of course, T. Parker liked Smile 2. You knew that if I didn't like Smile 2, he was going to.
Yeah.
So, I texted you when I first watched Smile 1. I do remember that. And see, I liked Smile. I thought it was good. Luckily, I haven't had much trouble when I get to the theater. When I went to Terrifier 3, I was pretty much by myself there. That's cool. I like being in the theater alone. I remember me and Ashley got to go see The Notebook in an empty theater, just us two.
Mm-hmm.
And that was super rad. HorrorCon in Milwaukee, March 14th to 16th. Oh, dude, please. I would love. And we're going to have, you may see two familiar faces in Louis' new horror film. We will be sharing that on our YouTube community tab tomorrow. We wanted to do it during prime time, and the weekend is usually kind of hit or miss. So you may see two familiar faces, or just go to the Clintonville Slasher now and check it out. I've always liked Jamie Lee Curtis and Christmas with the Cranks. Yeah, they were good in that movie. They were very good in that movie together.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite horror kill scene of all time?
Favorite horror kill scene of all time. That's really hard to just narrow it down.
It's a
just
tricky one. See, I'm gonna say for me, just because like it's probably not my favorite kill scene, but the one that like rocked me the most throughout my life is the technician eyes in Child's Play 2.
Yeah.
I had nightmares about that for a long time as a kid. That guy with the doll eyes was chasing me as a young boy. Like that's a dream I had a lot. So I think that would be one that would be up there.
Mm-hmm.
The thing in Saw 3, the rack.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one. The rats in Terrifier 3.
Ugh.
I thought that was a good kill.
The crotch kill in Terrifier.
In the first Terrifier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was like, okay.
Brutal as shit.
Yeah.
So that, yeah.
But I mean, there's so many good ones. Like, I don't know that I have like an all-time favorite.
Which is fair. Not seen The Ring in like 15 years. It's still great.
Mm-hmm.
Still great. Because Smile 2 has Pink Ranger, then Smile.
Mm-hmm.
Naomi Scott was amazing in Smile 2. She was great.
She was.
Her performance, great. Her character, garbage.
Yeah.
Hated her. Was not a fan of her. Just don't think I ever really could be a fan of her in that movie. I thought she was just too much of an asshole. So then we got the face mask in Jason X. That's Jamie's favorite kill.
Chlorohydrate.
Yeah.
Kill. That's the only like saving grace of that movie. Is
Guys,
that kill.
He just wanted his machete back.
So stupid.
Come on, that's a great line.
No.
Can I cheat and say the firefighter massacre and Halloween Kills?
You can.
Yeah. Next one we should do in person. Oh, we love you too, buddy. Yeah, no, absolutely, man. We had a great time. Thank you for allowing us to be involved in it. The offer was so amazing. I was talking about that scene. I love that scene. So we're talking about the firefighter massacre there. Yeah. And I think that's one that it's hard not to say that just because of the sheer fact that it's such a fun kill and it's so like almost terrifying when you go look at that kill altogether or those kills altogether because there's so much violence throughout that whole scene. Mm-hmm. The scene is just and the epitome of violence. And I don't know. I've always thought it was super terrifying, but it's still fun to watch, even though it was kind of ruined when we went and seen the trailer. It was kind of, we knew we were going to get that badass kill, but it's still one of those things where we still loved it, So I'm still trying to get you to think of your favorite horror kill of all time.
Who, me?
Yeah, I don't want to go on without having like a concrete.
I said I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
We can move on.
We can move on.
Yes.
La Passion. You know that. That's mine. Oh, we are getting a Freaky Friday too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I showed you the
You
picture.
did show me that. Why did I miss this? Have you guys seen Freaky Friday? Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay. Yeah, we did. We loved that.
I loved
movie.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Growing up, my sister loved it too.
I had that on DVD.
Yeah. Yeah. As an amateur photographer, that fireman scene with the silhouettes looks so good. Sorry about my. No, you're fine. Don't apologize for that. Yoga Girl and In a Violent Nature, and all three of the big Terrifier kill scenes.
Yeah. Those are all brutal.
Very brutal. All right, so let's go on to the next one. So this has been failed before, but 90s video game House of the Dead, the zombie video game, coming back to the big screen with a brand new movie in the works from Event Horizon and Resident Evil director Paul W.S. Anderson. Now, we look at this and we go, oh, okay, yeah, House of the Dead. But Paul W.S. Anderson, the guy that did Event Horizon doing this could be epic. Like, super epic. Have you guys seen Event Horizon, people in the chat? And if so, what are your thoughts and feelings on Event Horizon? It's official, both Janine and Lindsay. Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis are doing the sequel. That's awesome. There's a movie called I Smile Back. Sarah Silverman is in it. It came out in 2015. It's always been out 9 years now. I haven't seen it. I like Sarah Silverman. I love Sarah Silverman. Always have. Man, House of the Dead is okay. But the thing for me is just that has it sold is the director. If he's going to attach himself to a project, he's obviously doing something that is going to be great.
I don't know. It's a video game. Like,
she doesn't give a shit about
that.
But you liked Event Horizon, didn't you?
I don't even remember what the Event Horizon was.
Where they're in space and it's kind of like Alien meets Hellraiser.
Yeah. It was okay.
I love it. Love it. Event Horizon is criminally underrated. I completely and totally agree with you. I think it's 100% underrated. I love Event Horizon. Saw it in the theater, and that's so awesome. And you know what? This right here. Never heard of Event Horizon. I missed this movie completely when it came out. I never heard of this movie. I stumbled upon it. We just picked it out one day. Somebody had recommended it, and we're like, you know what? Let's try it out. Let's see how it is. And we watched it, and I was enamored with this movie.
Clearly, I forgot about it.
It is genuinely Hellraiser meets Alien.
It's like not my thing.
Right. That's not actually subgenres at all.
No.
But it's mine.
Two
movies that you're not a huge fan of.
Into.
Yeah.
Especially Hellraiser.
Yeah, she's not a Hellraiser fan. But it's got Lawrence Fishburne in it. Yeah. He's absolutely fantastic in this movie. And I want to say it came out in 97. 97. Yep. It's got Sam Neill in it. Like, it's such a good movie. And it's got such a big cast and it's scary. Like, it is scary. Yes. Yep. Sam Neill. Yes. 97. I agree with you. I like House of the Dead 2 more. Yeah, it's one of those movies that just like was so under the radar and so underrated. And I just wish more people could have seen that movie. Go and watch it, please, and report back to us. Like, let us know what you guys think of it. Now for the big news of the hour. What do they always say? Save the best for last. And that's what we've done tonight. We've saved what I consider the biggest news for the end. Pinocchio slasher film from Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey team cast horror vets Robert Englund and Richard Brake. Holy shit.
Good for them for getting him.
Them.
Yeah.
Richard Brake is fantastic. We just interviewed Richard Brake
Mm-hmm.
at Scarefest. You know, we got to talk to him about Barbarian and being involved with the Rob Zombie films, and Robert Englund. That speaks for itself. You know,
I mean, they've gone stride. So
right?
since you know,
I mean, you got
money.
Mr. Freddy Krueger, Mr. Urban Legend,
that's
Mr. Wishmaster, Stranger Things. You know, and now he's and what this says to me, and you can talk all you want about the Penny Dreadful stuff. I'm looking at you, Cody. You know, yeah, it's to the point out of where Robert, he doesn't need money. He can just do stuff because he says, sure, let's do it. I still don't see Robert Englund doing a Poohniverse movie like Pinocchio if his heart's not in it.
Right.
I think that this is something that his heart had to be in order for him to say yes. Freaking Freddy Krueger himself playing not Jiminy Cricket. That sounds crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I really think that and then Richard Brake is rumored to be playing Geppetto.
Okay.
So again, I am very, very excited to see the direction that these could go.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, and I agree with that too. Richard Brake could play a fucking fantastic Freddy Krueger.
Oh yeah.
He would be great.
He would be good, yeah.
And he's just a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
But and I agree with this too, Jamie. I'm excited to see Robert in something again.
Yeah, for
You
real.
know.
It's been a minute.
It has been. Well, you had the Penny Dreadful stuff and like Stranger Things, but to see him being in a feature, I think, and it's gonna put more asses in the seats, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not like anti the Poohniverse or whatever you want to call it. Poohniverse is the funniest name to me.
Poohniverse.
Like that's the funniest name ever to me, by the way. I'm not all anti that like a lot of people are. I know a lot of people are like, fuck that. Blood and Honey 2 was fine. I mean, again, I thought that got overhyped. People were like, oh my God, it's way better than the first. I was like, oh my God, that's a low bar. Everything it did was better than the first one.
I feel like it took its fans' advice and
yeah, they had more fun.
Yeah.
And it was still a little too dark for my liking. If you want to look at the mean one. It just be goofy like that. But
if you're gonna have a slasher movie about Pooh and his friends, it's got to be lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it works being dark because it's supposed to be funny.
Well, I mean,
it's freaking Pooh.
The writing was exponentially better.
Yeah.
In Blood and Honey 2. But again, I'm glad there's an audience for this stuff. Even if it's not me, I'm glad there's an audience. I'm not like, don't do it. You know, do it. Have fun with it. You have a good time. If I got the call, I'd go be in one of them. You know, like why not? Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got to talk to so many amazing people from Blood and Honey 2. And obviously, we're both huge fans of like Louis Santor. Like he was great in that. Matt Leslie, who wrote it, also wrote Summer of '84. Obviously, we're huge fans of Matt.
Oh yeah. So
you know these people that we love are getting involved in these projects. So I really hope that there's a huge audience for them and that they do really good. I really hope that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at some of the chat real quick. I saw Event Horizon years ago. I need to give it a rewatch. I can't stand Paul W. Anderson because of how much he messed up the Resident Evil movies. My friend talked me into watching Event Horizon, and I actually liked it.
Nice.
I had House of the Dead 2 on Dreamcast with the gun. You actually had like that was so much fun, like the arcade version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, dude. Yeah. He absolutely can. Absolutely can. What's up, Eli? Are you serious, girls? Robert Englund is almost 80. He's not sitting in a makeup chair, so it's gonna be he's a voice from what we've heard. I remember Robert was in Nickelodeon's Ninja Turtles where he was the voice of that's amazing. Jack Black refers to Amanda Peet as Freddy Krueger in Saving Silverman. I love Saving Silverman. What'd you do with her body? We ate her alive. I love Saving Silverman, man. I like the first Pooh. I have fun with them because I don't take them seriously. I just can't with those Winnie the Pooh movies. And again, the second one, exponentially better than the first one. Still not great,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So that's all the news we have for tonight, guys. But we do want to remind you, become a member. Hit that link down in the description. All of our member-only videos are part of our members-only playlist. So if you click on over there on the playlist, everything's been curated between verses. Didn't see that coming. Let's say you want to sit down and have a binge. We have every single one of our episodes in a playlist. So go and check those out. It really does help the algorithm too. And buy your SledgeHammer horror merch. It's beginning to be the gifting season. Make sure your friends are subscribing to the channel as well. It really means a lot. We're getting that much closer to 10,000, guys. I wanted to do it by the end of the year. It's not looking like that's going to be in the cards. We're still here. We're still having all you amazing people along for the ride with us. We appreciate you so damn much. So if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help build the channel more than you know. And follow SledgeHammer Horror on social media. Our links are in the description as well. Don't forget to join us Wednesday. Scary Movie 2 watch along at 8 p.m. Eastern. But until then, keep talking horror.
Stay where you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.